Jim had a tile across, and that mic dropped off.
I had Merle Foods talked with me last week, and he's got a concern about that Johnson form. And I didn't drive down there.
Mike and I met.
Is there any,
We met with him last Wednesday, talked with him and the Johnson gal, because it's on their farm is where he's got some concerns. You know where we took the bridge out there on that road? The gals, you know, are trying to say that, you know, taking that bridge out made the flow change, and it's causing some problems. Because the boiler comes there along the road for a little bit and then it turns to the west. Well, right where it turns to the west, the water is top of the bank there on these high flows, and it's eroding some ground out in the field, and it's eroding the bank right there too. But it's outside of our right of way. It's really, you know, they need to. And we said we'd help them with it if they want to do it. They need to get like a DNR permit and put some riprap in there and try to stop that from happening. It's really not a road problem, except they try to.
why do you say we'd help them if it isn't a road problem?
We'd help them with the paperwork.
Off the paper.
Yeah, yeah. People that aren't familiar with what they need to do and et cetera. We've done that before, just help them get the right paperwork and get it in the right format to get it sent in. And sometimes we know enough about it to get it approved. That was one of the issues they talked about. And then down further south where the old railroad was at, the water hits the old railroad abutment, and then most of the water goes southwest, and Merle said there's a big opening down in there where it runs into the boiler down on that end, but enough water gets behind there that where the railroad used to come up to the road, they removed that area when they took the railroad out, and now the water comes around that end too, and there's a driveway probably 75 foot south of where the railroad was. There's a culvert under that driveway, and but it doesn't take all the water. Of course, it can come around because it's just a big open ditch there by the railroad. And so then when it won't go through the culvert, then it runs out in the field again, and it's you can see a spot there where it's, you know, eroding from ground away. In that case, it looks like the ditch south of that culvert is silted in, and we talked about trying to clean that out and maybe put a bigger pipe in that driveway to help with the problem. It's still isn't going to solve it. Mike and I suggested that they took the old railroad out of there and, you know, just let the water flow on through. Well, Merle thinks that's going to create more problems than what it does now. So he wants to leave that in there so it forces the water to the west and all goes in that one spot. But the Johnson gals also up at the north place back to where the bridge was at, they think the west ditch should be cleaned out. Mike and I feel that really isn't going to, you know, isn't going to solve any problems. It isn't going to carry all the water that comes through there anyhow. That when it gets flooded, the whole bottom in there floods full of water. So, in fact, I think they're probably farming a little bit of the ditch on that side because it has filled in. They're farming a lot closer on that side than they are on the other side, but I'm not sure. I haven't checked the right of way to see whether it's the same width on both sides or not. I think Merle was, you know, basically passing on a lot of the concerns that the Johnsons had, but we also realized that a lot of the problems that they've got down there are something that they should.
Or, you know, communicating with him, he said you're considering, you know, cleaning on the lower end, cleaning the ditch out, putting a bigger pipe in?
Yeah.
But you haven't made a decision yet?
Well, I was gonna have Mike survey a little bit to see whether, right now, the culvert looks like it's, the flow line of the culvert's lower than the ditch. It's got a fairly good scour hole right there in front of the culvert. And I think if we took and cleaned it out, you know, so when it's done flowing, the water will stand there and at the end of the culvert, it wouldn't flow on south. But and we told him we'd just throw the dirt out in the field, or we might even be able to just do it with a maintainer, blade it out in the field, and then if he wants to push it up, he wanted us to push it up into that hole that where the water had scoured when it came around the driveway. And we don't feel that we're responsible for that. We'll get the dirt out in the field, and if he wants to push it up there,
Yeah. Okay.
But those gals thought we should put that bridge back in, you know. They thought that'd solve some of their problems, if that bridge was put back in.
I don't understand how that would make any change in water.
Well, I think with the bridge abutments there, it was restricting the flow.
Just funnel.
Yeah, it's restricting the flow a little bit, and they think that since the bridge is gone, it's made it worse. I can't see where it made that much difference, but like with any stream, it's, you know, it's trying to work on the outside of the curve, and that one it's eating back in the bank. You know, and I don't know how far it's moved, but
Does that right of way, does our right of way go up to the river? Do we have right of way going up to the bridge above the
yeah,
area?
pretty close on the west side, because there's
So, you know,
but the
if we
spot
haven't
where,
abandoned that right of way, then is it our responsibility to maintain the grade of the abutment area?
well, but the spot that's really eroding is actually probably 200 foot south of there,
Oh,
where it starts leaving the road.
yeah.
There's a couple curves in there, and where the Boyer starts turning and going westerly, the water wants to keep going straight, and it's eating that bank out. And then at high flows, it actually stops the bank, and then there's so much velocity there, it starts scouring the dirt out. It's pretty easy to see right now because they've taken the crop out. You can see where it's scoured some dirt out. In fact, they didn't have any crop right there in that area. But no, I think that's all beyond our right of way, and I don't feel that the bridge removal really has had a whole lot of effect on what's happening